Hi students, welcome to NSR IT and NEET Academy. This is the fourth session of straight line for junior inter students. So in this session also we are going to discuss some forms of a straight line. So first one is angle between two lines. Suppose a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 are two lines, and theta is angle between these lines, and theta is angle between these two lines. Then cos theta is equal to mod a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by under root of a1 square plus b1 square into under root of a2 square plus b2 square. So this is a formula of angle between two straight lines. Suppose if we have two slope of a straight lines, find angle between them. Suppose m1 comma m2 are slopes of a straight lines. If m1 comma m2 are slopes of a straight lines and theta is angle between them, then apply tan theta is equal to mod m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So this is the formula of slopes. If angle between two lines is theta and m1 m2 are slopes of that lines, then angle between lines is tan theta is equal to mod m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Next, equation of parallel line. Next one, equation of parallel line. So how to find parallel line equation? Suppose this is ax plus by plus c equal to 0 line, and it is parallel to the another line, and this line is passing through one point p x1 y1. So what is the equation of this line? Suppose we have ax plus by plus c equal to 0 line, and this line is parallel to another line, and this line passing through p x1 y1, then what is the equation of this line? So this line is parallel to here, then parallel line equation is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 equal to 0. So this is parallel line equation. So this line equation become a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 equal to 0. Next, equation of perpendicular line. Equation of perpendicular line. Suppose this is ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and it is perpendicular to another line. This line is passing through the point p x1 y1. These two lines are perpendicular. Then what is the equation of this perpendicular line? So equation of perpendicular line is b into x minus x1 minus a into y minus y1 equal to 0. So this is equation of perpendicular line. This one is equation of parallel line. Next, distance between parallel lines. Distance between parallel lines. So how to know the given lines are parallel line means if x coefficient and y coefficients are equal and constants are not equal. For example, ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 equal to 0. are two parallel lines. Now distance between these parallel lines, distance between these parallel lines is equal to, so distance between parallel lines equal to, we have a formula mod, so mod C1 minus C2 by under root of a square plus b square. So this is a formula of distance between parallel lines. How to find out distance, how to find out that given lines are parallel lines means x coefficients and y coefficients equal and constants are not equal, then that lines are parallel lines. Now the distance between parallel lines is mod C1 minus C2 by under root of a square plus b square. So next, concurrent lines. So what is the definition of concurrent lines? Three or more lines passing through one point. Three or more lines passing through one point, then that lines are called concurrent lines. So concurrent lines means three or more lines passing through one point, then that lines are called concurrent lines, and this point is called concurrency of lines, concurrency point. So three or more lines passing through one point, then that lines are called concurrent lines, and this point is called concurrency of point. For example, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 and a3x plus b3y plus c3 equal to 0. If these three lines are concurrent lines, then mod a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 and a3 b3 c3 equal to 0. So this is 3 by 3 determinant matrix. So the determinant of a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 a3 b3 c3 equal to 0, then the given lines are concurrent lines. So concurrent lines means three or more lines passing through one point, and that point is called concurrency of point, that lines are called concurrent lines. Next we have some notations. So notations means the straight line, standard form, short forms here. Suppose how to denote straight line of standard form, ax plus by plus c, it is denoted as capital L. Next, suppose if this straight line passing through the point x1 y1, we can write L11 equal to ax1 plus by1 plus c. If the straight line passing through x2 y2, we can write it as ax2 plus by2 plus c. So these are notations of straight line. Next one, half planes. Next definition, half planes. Half plane means suppose 2 points AB divide the plane into 3 equal parts. So how to divide? Suppose AB are 2 points, divide 3 parts. One is if AB lies same side, if AB lies same side, and second one is if AB lies different sides, and if AB lies on the line. So we have here three conditions of half planes. What is half planes? A comma B are 2 points. These 2 points divide the plane into 3 parts. First one is AB lies same side of the line. First one is same side. And second one is different sides. Second one is different side of a line. First one is AB lies same side of the line, second one is AB lies different side of the line, and third one is AB lies on the line. So how to know AB lies same side or different side? By using these notations. If L11 and L22 have same sign, means both have plus or both have minus, then AB lies same side. So how to know? If L1, L2 have same sign, if L11 and L22 have different signs, then AB lies different sides of the line. So by using these notations, we can find this, if AB lies same side or different side. If L11 and L22 value, both values are equal to 0, then AB lies on the line. Both L11 and L22 is equal to 0. Both are equal to 0, both the values are equal to 0, then AB lies on the line. So this is half planes. So concurrent lines. Next notations, by using these notations we can find out half planes. Next one, intersection point of two lines. So how to find intersection point of two straight lines? So before that, already you know how to solve the two equation with the two variables. For example, 2x plus y equal to 1 and 4x plus 3y equal to 5. So this, how to solve this equation? Solving means we have to find x and y values. So already this method you learn in previous classes, means 8th class, 9th class and 10th class. First we are equating x coefficient or y coefficient. How to equate x and y coefficient? We have to multiply here. You can multiply any number with this equation and equating the x coefficient or y coefficient. So in first equation I will multiply with 2. First equation I will multiply with 2. We get the equation become 2 2s are 4, 4x, 2y equal to 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 into y, 2y, 2 1s are 2. Next here second equation is 4x plus 3y equal to 5. So next change the signs. If we have it is a plus, we can change into minus. So plus 4x minus 4x get cancelled, plus 2y minus 3y we get minus y, 2 minus 5 minus 3. Now minus minus cancel, we get y equal to 3. Next after getting y value, this y value substitute in equation 1 or 2. Suppose substitute in equation 1, we get 2x plus 3 equal to 1. So 2x equal to 1 minus 3, 2x equal to minus 2. Now x equal to minus 2 by 2, x equal to minus 1. So after solving these two equations, we get x value and y value. So here x value is minus 1 and y value is 3. So this is lower sessions method. And here we have another method of finding intersection point. Intersection point of two line means we have to find x, y values. So we are solving the equations also, we are getting two values x and y. So here we have a method how to find intersection point. Directly we get x value, y value at a time. Okay na? So listen carefully. So taking the same example, here we have two lines 2x plus y, 1 move this side, minus 1 equal to 0, and here 4x plus 3y, 5 move this side, minus 5 equal to 0. So listen carefully. So how to find x, y at a time? So this is intersection point of two lines. First close here x coefficients. First close here x coefficient. So write, this is the method. So write here first x, y, 1. So close here x coefficient, write y coefficient and constant here. Y coefficient is 1, 3 and constant is minus 1, minus 5. So first close here x coefficients, write y coefficient and constant. After open x coefficient and write your x coefficient 2, 4. Again final terms as it is right here, first terms present which are present in first column. So, that same numbers write in last column. So, after we can apply here another formula, that is AD minus BC. This formula we are used in a determinant matrix. Okay, now this is a formula of determinant of matrix. So, matrix it is you get a chapter in maths 1A. In maths 1A we have a one chapter matrices. In that chapter we are using this formula determinant of 4 elements. For example, in A, B, C, D we have 4 elements. This is a determinant symbol. What is the formula of determinant of A, B, C, D is AD minus BC. AD minus BC. So, this formula apply here. X by, so taking these 4 points. So, here AD minus BC, 1 into minus 5 minus 5, AD, A into D minus B into C, minus 1 into 3 minus 3 equal to, next y by, so this is a method. So, next write x by this AD minus BC, next equal to y by, here apply AD minus BC to minus 1 to minus 5 4, minus 1 into 4 minus 4 minus A into D minus BC 2 into minus 5 minus 10 equal to, next 1 by. So, in place of 1 you write any number, you get the same values. Okay, na? So, here apply AD minus BC, 2 into 3 6 minus 1 into 4 4. Now, x by minus 5 minus into minus plus 3, y by minus 4 minus into minus plus 10, 1 by 6 minus 4 2. Now, x by minus 5 plus 3 minus 2. So, x by minus 2 equal to y by minus 4 plus 10 6 equal to 1 by 2. Now, this x and y equating constant. So, x by minus 2 equal to 1 by 2 and y by 6 equal to 1 by 2. Now, equal is there, cross multiply here, x is equal to minus 2 into 1 minus 2 by 2 and y equal to 6 into 1 6 by 2. Now, x is equal to 2 get cancelled, we get minus 1 and here 2 3 just 6, y equal to 3. So, x value minus 1 and y value 3. See here, x value minus 1, y value 3. So, this is a method of intersection point of two straight lines. So, by using this method we can directly find out x, y values at a time. So, this is very important, practice it. Next, definition of median. So, in a triangle ABC, to draw a line from vertex to midpoint of opposite side. In a triangle ABC, to draw a line from vertex to midpoint of opposite side is called median of the triangle. Here AD is median. So, next definition of centroid. If you define centroid definition, we need to know the definition of median. So, what is median? In a triangle ABC, we can draw a line from vertex to midpoint of opposite side is called median. Next, centroid. So, you know the definition of centroid G, it is denoted by capital G equal to, if we have 3 vertex, Ax1 y1, Bx2 y2 and Cx3 y3, then centroid G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Now the definition of centroid in a triangle ABC, the intersection point of medians, is called centroid. So here we have three medians, one is AD and another one is BE and another one is CF. The intersection point of this medians is called centroid. It is denoted by G. If vertex A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3 of triangle ABC, then centroid G equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. And also remember one important point, centroid G divides. So here G divides median, that is AD, not only AD, BE and CF also. So G divides AD in the ratio 2:1. Ratio 2:1 means the distance from A to G is 2 and the distance from G to D is 1. So centroid divides every median in the ratio 2:1. So this is the definition of median and this is the definition of centroid. Next, altitude. Next definition is altitude. So next, what is the definition of altitude? In a triangle ABC, draw a perpendicular line from vertex to opposite side. Draw a perpendicular line from vertex to opposite side is called altitude. In median, we can draw a line from vertex to midpoint of opposite side, but in altitude, we can draw a line, it is perpendicular to opposite side. Here also we can draw a line from vertex, but it is perpendicular to opposite side. So here AD is called altitude. So next definition is orthocenter. If you define orthocenter, you know the definition of altitude. So what is the definition of altitude? We can draw a line, we can draw a perpendicular line from vertex to opposite side is called altitude. Next one, orthocenter. So in a triangle ABC, the intersection point of altitudes, here AD, BE and CF are altitudes. The intersection point of this altitudes is called orthocenter. It is denoted by O. So these are the definition of median, centroid, altitude and orthocenter. Definition of bisector. So bisector means in a triangle ABC, a line divides two equal parts of the side. A line divides two equal parts. Bi means two. A line divides two equal parts of the side is called bisector. So next definition is circumcenter. We can define circumcenter, we need to know the definition of bisector. So what is the definition of bisector? In a triangle ABC, a line divides two equal parts of the side is called bisector. Next definition of circumcenter. In a triangle ABC, the intersection point of bisectors, bisectors is called circumcenter. It is denoted by S. The intersection point of bisectors is called circumcenter. It is denoted by S. So, in a triangle ABC, S having equal distance from vertices, circumcenter S having, in a triangle ABC, S having equal distance, S having equal distance from vertices, equal distance from vertices, that is SA equal to SB equal to SC. So, in a triangle, the circumcenter having equal distance from this vertices ABC, that is SA is equal to SB equal to SC. So, this is very important point. So, this concept we are used in 7 marks. So, next definition, angular bisector. So, next definition is angular bisector. So, this is bisector, next one is angular bisector. In a triangle ABC, a line divides equal angles of vertices. A line divides equal angle of vertex, that is here A by 2 and here also A by 2 is called angular bisector. Angular bisector means in a triangle ABC, a line divides two equal angle of vertex. So, next one, incenter. So, next definition is incenter. So, we can define incenter, we need to know the definition of angular bisector. So, what is incenter? In a triangle ABC, the intersection point of angular bisectors, the intersection point of angular bisectors is called incenter. It is denoted by I. So, these are the definition of bisector, circumcenter, angular bisector and incenter. In a triangle ABC, we have sides BC is equal to small a and AC is equal to small b and AB equal to small c, and also we have vertices A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3. Then we have a formula of incenter I is equal to AX1 plus BX2 plus CX3 by A plus B plus C and AY1 plus BY2 plus CY3 by A plus B plus C. So, if we have 3 sides and 3 vertices, then how to find incenter? So, I is equal to AX1 plus BX2 plus CX3 by A plus B plus C and AY1 plus BY2 plus CY3 by A plus B plus C. Next definition, foot of perpendicular. So, foot of perpendicular means, suppose this is P x1 comma y1 point and this is Ax plus By plus C equal to 0, these two are perpendicular. So, here this point is called foot of perpendicular, consider as H comma K. So, P x1 y1 is a point and Ax plus By plus C equal to 0 is a straight line. And here Q is H comma K, it is lies on Ax plus By plus C. So, here Q H comma K is called foot of perpendicular. So we have the formula of foot of perpendicular, that is h minus x1 by a equal to k minus y1 by b equal to minus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. So this is a formula of foot of perpendicular. So next definition is image. So here this is P x1 y1 and this line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and this point q is h comma k is called image of P. So image means here ax plus by plus c equal to 0 line act as a mirror. So the distance from ax plus by plus c equal to 0 to P and q are equal. So P is a image of q. So we have a formula of image, that is h minus x1 by a equal to k minus y1 by b equal to minus 2 into, here we have only one distance, but here we have two distances. So you can write minus 2 into ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. So this is formula of image of a point. This is foot of perpendicular. So foot of perpendicular formula, image formula, both are same, but in foot of perpendicular 2 is not present, and in image we have a 2. So next, ratio of the line segment. For example, a line divides x axis in the ratio. A line segment divides x axis ratio is minus y1 is to y2. A line segment divide x axis ratio is minus y1 is to y2, and a line segment divide y axis, this one is here x axis line segment ratio is minus y1 is to y2, and a line segment divide y axis in the ratio is minus x1 is to x2. So these are the line segment of ratio of coordinate axis. So x axis divide ratio is minus y1 is to y2, and y axis divide ratio is minus x1 is to x2. So here concepts are completed. Next, question number 22. Find the area of the triangle formed by the line x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. So we have to find here area of the triangle. So here given straight line equation, x plus 4y, x plus minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. Take it as equation number 1. Equation 1 compare with ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now a value 1, b value minus 4 and c value 2. So area of the triangle, the straight line in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 of mod c square by ab. Now delta equal to of mod c value is 2 square by 1 into minus 4. Now delta equal to of mod 2 square 4 by 1 into minus 4 minus 4. Now 4 get cancelled, we get mod of minus 1. So mod of minus 1 is plus 1. Now delta equal to 1 by 2 square units. So this is area of the triangle. So again we have question B. Here also given one straight line, that is 3x minus 4y plus 12 equal to 0. So this one take it as equation number 1, and equation 1 compare with equation 1 compare with ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Here a equal to 3, b equal to minus 4 and c is equal to 12. Now area of the triangle of mod c square by AB. Now delta equal to half mod c square 12 square by 3 into minus 4. Now delta equal to half mod 12 square 144 by 3 into minus 4 minus 12. Now 12 12s are 144. Now delta equal to 1 by 2 into mod of minus 12. Now here 2 6 are 12. Now delta equal to mod of minus 6 is plus 6 square units. So these are the area of the triangles if the straight line in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, apply the formula delta equal to half mod c square by AB. Next question number 23, find the area of the triangle formed by the line x by 3 minus y by 4 equal to 1. First this line changes into intercept form. So here given x by 3 minus y by 4 equal to 1, but our intercept form is x by a plus y by b. So write here x by 3 plus y by minus 4. So y by minus 4 means minus y by 4. So both are same. Now this changes into x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Take it as equation number 1. This equation 1 compare with x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Now here a equal to 3 and b equal to minus 4. Now our given straight line in the form of intercept form, now area of the triangle formula is half mod AB. If the straight line in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, we are using delta equal to half mod c square by AB. But the straight line in the form of x by a plus y by b equal to 1, formula is half mod AB. So a value 3 and b value minus 4. So 3 into minus 4 minus 12. Now delta equal to half into mod of minus 12. So mod of minus 12 is plus 12 by 2. Now delta equal to 6 square units. So this is area of the triangle, delta equal to 6 square units. So question number 24, find the sum of the square of the intercept of the line. Here given one line 4x minus 3y equal to 12. First this line changes into intercept form. So here given 4x minus 3y equal to 12. Now 12 move to denominator, we get 4x minus 3y by 12 equal to 1. Now separate the terms. 4x by 12 minus 3y by 12 equal to 1. Suppose if 12 move this side, it become minus 12 equal to 0. If 12 move to denominator, we get equal to 1. So again 12 into 1, 12, we get same this equation. So 12 move to denominator, we get 4x minus 3y by 12 equal to 1. So here we have two terms, separate the terms, 4x by 12 minus 3y by 12, here LCM is 12. Now 4 3 is a 12, 3 4 is a 12, x by 3 minus y by 4 equal to 1. But intercept form is x by a plus y by b equal to 1, it can be written as x by 3 plus y by minus 4 equal to 1. So take it as equation number 1. So the given line changes into intercept form. Now equation 1 compare with x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So we get a equal to 3, b equal to minus 4. But in our question is asking find the sum of the squares of the intercept, means a square plus b square value. We have to find here a square plus b square, sum of the squares of the intercepts. intercept squares sum of the squares of the intercepts value. So, equal to a square means 3 square, b square minus 4 square, 3 square 9 minus 4 square 16 is equal to 25. So, sum of the squares of the intercept value is equal to 25. So, today's session is completed. If you have any doubt, call my number. I will clarify your doubts. Take care. Bye bye.